Giving a little bit of the story of the film, your character Grace, what conflict does she find herself in?
Grace, as a history teacher in a public school, gets asked a question. She's talking about peaceful nonviolent protest, and one of her students brings up Jesus. And she answers with scripture. And so immediately she is called in to, basically they want her to apologize for her actions. And she refuses and stands by her faith and her right to mention in her classroom the name Jesus. She even says at one point, I won't be afraid to say the name Jesus. And then she gets thrown into a court case where, basically what's on trial is, are you, as a faithful person, how far can you go? Where is that line that you're allowed to cross as far as talking about Jesus as a historical man, as a Messiah, the movie has a lot of different elements to it, but that's one of my favorites, is that we were able to, in the film, prove historically that Jesus existed.
And also, Jesse, when it comes to your character, Tom, how does he help and what are some of his beliefs?
I think at the beginning of the movie, when you're introduced to Tom, he's sort of this kind of rough around the edges kind of pragmatist, and he's Grace's court-ordered public defender, so he's basically her last line of defense. He's a very capable attorney, but I believe he considers himself to be an atheist at the beginning of the movie, not necessarily a person of great faith. And at times he's very frustrated by the fact that they appear to be losing the case, and yet Grace still seems to have faith in a positive outcome. But eventually, through the course of the story that we tell, he becomes inspired by her faith, and it really opens his mind to explore his own faith, but also explore, religion, Jesus as an actual historical human being that did in fact walk the earth, and also faith in general as a means of defending her and ultimately defending her successfully.
Perfectly said. Yes, Grace was such an inspiration and a character of courage that I liked. One thing out of many that I noted about this film is that I didn't really realize is that this situation is happening in our country today. Why do you think this film is an important film?
I think it's important right now. I mean, just with what's going on in politics, in our conversation, in our country, how we're, forging ahead, but some people still want to hold on to, the values and conservative beliefs. And I think that it's very current, it's very relative, it's very relatable. And I feel like there's a lot, we learned a lot being a part of this movie. And then and then I think people will take away a lot. I mean, I think the filmmakers, Harold Krunk, the director, did a fantastic job. I think they made a beautiful movie. And as a film, I think it stands on its own. And then all the lessons that you learn that go along with that, I think are just, I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
Made in Hollywood. Thanks for watching this interview. As always, don't forget to subscribe and let us know what you think in the comment section below. For the next Made in Hollywood interview, click right here. Do it. Click it.